Now we begin the appendicular skeleton, which you see in the darker color in the images. They include the limbs and also the girdles. And the girdles attach limbs to the trunk. So you have a pectoral or shoulder girdle attaching the upper limb to the trunk, and you have a pelvic girdle attaching the lower limbs to the trunk. So the pectoral girdle or shoulder girdle consists of two bones bilaterally, so two on the right and two on the left. Those bones are the clavicles, which is your collarbone, and at the posterior end, scapula, which is the shoulder blade. So the pectoral girdle, that's where we'll begin our appendicular skeleton, is made up of a clavicle and a scapula on each side of the body. The clavicle, or collarbone, articulates with the sternum on the medial side, and that's the only connection that the upper limb has to the axial skeleton, right there, this rounded end, which we call the sternal end. The lateral end of the clavicle is flat. It's the acromial end, which connects to the shoulder blade or the scapula. The scapulae, plural, or shoulder blades are found on the posterior aspect of the body, and they have a lot of important landmarks, which I'll go over now, which will help in lab. On the posterior side of the scapula, we have a spine. Superior to the spine, we have a supraspinous fossa. We have an infraspinous fossa. And on the anterior side of the scapula, we have a subscapular fossa. Those fossa are where muscles sit in. We also have a coronoid process for muscle attachment, an acromion, which is the tip of your shoulder, and a glenoid cavity. That's the socket of the ball and socket that makes up your shoulder joint. So your arm bone, the humerus, articulates with the glenoid cavity of the scapula to form a freely movable ball and socket joint.